So on behalf of MCC, welcome. It's my pleasure now to introduce our speaker this morning, and that is our president, Dr. Clint Gabbard. And he is going to give you some words of wisdom and then ask you to join us in a lovely breakfast as we get started. So again, welcome. Please don't hesitate to ask us questions. We're here to serve you and make your experience the best it can be. Thank you.
Good morning. I need to apologize right off the bat. I left my Words of Wisdom file back in the office. I got the other file, not the Words of Wisdom file, so sorry. How we doing? I want to thank every table, are you called captains? Table captains? What? Facilitators, great. I want to thank everybody who showed up to do that. You're sitting with some of our best and brightest. Let's give them a hand. I was surprised wonderfully from table to table when I went. These volunteers were introducing me to you, the students, and it seemed like you were doing the right thing, which was engaging them a little bit. How you doing this morning?
Great. Good.
How's your morning been? Really? It's been good? Well, can we talk a little bit for a second? I feel like I've made a connection with you. I mean, I've known some of you for about 30 seconds here. So I want to tell you how my morning's been. How's that? So I get up really early. I was going to get into the office super early, get ready, get 4 cups of coffee in. And so I'm doing my routine, taking, we have 2 corgis, taking them out. I'll show you pictures. Taking those corgis out to do their thing in the morning, and I am so right on time, and so I take Molly and Bubba out to go do their thing. Molly walks around the corner, so I walk around with her. Bubba goes into the woods. He's a very thoughtful, careful pooper, I guess you'd say. So Molly's coming back around. All of a sudden I see Bubba make a beeline back for the house. And he's a big dog. He's a fat dog. He doesn't run very fast, but he's running fast. And he runs and he bangs on the front door and pushes the front door open. I hadn't shut it. So I'm wondering what's going on. And then soon I hear my wife scream. Bubba has unearthed a bunch of bees, and he is covered in bees. Now, that's one problem, except that he goes running into the house and running to his mommy right in the bathroom and unleashing these bees all over the bathroom where my wife has just stepped out of the shower, and suddenly it is chaos, complete chaos, because we think we got all the bees out of him, and he's got thick hair, and so I'm in there swatting bees in the bathroom, and all of a sudden Rhonda says, there's more, and they're like crawling out from his skin, right? They buried themselves and they're working themselves out. So, yeah, that's my morning. But honestly, it's as if God gave me this wonderful little lesson that reinforces what I'm going to share with you for just a few moments. I am really, really glad you're here. And I want to get real with you for just a second and talk straight with you, even though I've only known you for a couple of minutes. To have me stand up in front of you and say to you that college is great, it's the greatest decision you've ever made, it is the best thing that you've ever done, just feels like it may be a little unfair to say that. And it's not quite real. It's kind of like saying water is the best thing that's ever happened to you. Now, if you're walking through the desert and somebody comes up with a cold glass of water, you'd say, yeah, water's about the best thing that ever happened to me. But if you were in the middle of Hurricane Katrina and the water was coming up the steps and about into the house, you'd not be thinking that water was the greatest thing in the world. If you had 2 weeks of rain steadily in California and you're looking about a big pile of mud that's about to slide down on you, you would not necessarily agree that water is the best thing in the world. Even as you go out to your cars this afternoon, if the rain is pouring down, you might say, I don't know, water is not necessarily the greatest thing in the world. To say that college is going to be great for you without understanding your context might just miss where you're at right now as you sit here. You may be sitting here thinking, if one more person tells me what I need to do and how great a decision I made and how wonderful this is, my head's going to explode. Or I don't even know for sure what I want to do when I grow up. And I walked to a few tables and I made that dumb mistake of saying, so what are you studying here? And there's always one person at the table who that question becomes pressure because I don't know exactly. I'm going to study something, but I'm not quite sure what I want to be when I grow up. If you're sitting here and all you're thinking about is the child care that I've arranged for my child going to hold up throughout today, let alone the whole semester, saying college is the best thing in the world may feel a little shallow. Or if you're thinking, you know, I'm here, but there's no way I'm ever going to be as successful as my brother who just graduated from NIU, and he's so smart, and he's going to go on and make $1 billion. I don't know if college is the right place for you, but I believe that being here right now is one of the best things that will ever happen to you. Because we specialize here in incomplete, unfinished, not yet realized, fuzzy, unclear dreams. We will, and I'm going to be declarative right now, we will help you get to the next place, whatever that place is. Even if it feels like you're already taking some water into your boat this morning because your corgi got full of bees and you were late, doesn't matter where you're starting from. I know that around this room and around this college are incredibly capable people who, even if you feel like your boat's already taken in a little bit of water, they are amazing life preservers. But there's really only one way to prove me right or wrong about this. You got to reach out and grab to something that we want to give you. You don't have to backstroke like Michael Phelps. You may just feel like you're treading water, even though this is just starting. But all you've got to do is reach out to those sitting at your table today, walking by you in the halls, teaching you your very first class. Just somebody. Let somebody help you get to where you need to go. Just one reach. Reach out one time, and I guarantee you that we will reach back with several hands to help you get where you need to go. I believe with everything in me that you are in the right place right now. And we're going to help you get to where you need to go next. We'll help you get out of here as soon as possible if that's what you want. We'll help you take your time if you need to sort of figure out how to do this. We will help you to get the skills to get the job you need and propel you and or your family forward. We're going to help you problem solve. We want to make this the best decision you've ever made. Is that fair enough? Okay. You're sitting with at least one or two people at your table who are doing this because they care and they want the very best for you. So before you leave your table, I want you to know their name, know how to get a hold of them, because you have at least one person that you've met today who's going to do everything in their power to make this the best decision you ever made. All right? Have a great morning. I think we're going to do breakfast now, right? All right, we're going to bring you some food.